Alright, this is the plug for the Quick Shifter. This is in its original order right now. The black and red need to be switched. So how you do that is you stick it in. You're going to put it in this side. And you're going to put it towards the center. When you're putting it in, you're going to slide it at that angle until it stops. And then you're going to go back like this and push it towards the center, and you'll be able to pull that pin out. So then you're just going to take the wires. They're all out now, which is fine. I just did that to show you. You want to keep the orientation the right way. I just want to get them out of the sleeve, and that's not how you do that. You drop that. That's not good. Anyways, this is the weather sleeve that it's caught on right now. So now I'm just gonna switch it over. So for a better look at that, that's gonna be down. So you got the thicker part and then the thinner part up here. Thinner part is down through that weather strip. You're going to want to check it again while you're putting it in the plug, just because it's probably going to spin around like the blue one is right now. I would definitely say take one wire out at a time. I'm not too worried about it. And then go back in toward the center. Actually, I'm going to stick the blue in first because I don't like this little weather strip. So I'm going to push it back in there. And I'll put the blue in first. Alright, so that's not coming out now. We'll stick the needle in there to make sure it acts the same way, just because that will tell you that you did it right. And it gets stuck the same way by putting it in at the angle. That clicked. Alright, last one. Click. That is to not buy that really expensive cable adapter, and it would be nice to have that little piece right there already pre-machined, but I'm going to take it off. But I have to drain this clutch line and system so that I can get this hex key bolt out. It's being blocked right now by the clutch line, so I will drain that. I have to flush it anyways, so I'm going to take that off so I can get to this hex bolt and pull that shift rod out, and then I will be able to flip it at a 180 degree, and it'll be about up here. Alright, so I changed out the wire, so the wire is been flipped. I had the rear set off. I had the shift rod off. I had the clutch shift pedal off. I had the clutch shift arm off. And I have no clearance issues after I have flipped the shift arm 180. So as you see, it's 180. Hold on, I'm going to try to get that little mark, because there's a mark on both the shaft and also the arm. The notch at the top was matched up at the bottom, so the notch on top was on bottom, where that other little notch is that's not lined up. So I got this 180, and I did not shave the 3mm off the back. I wanted to check it and see if I did have to shave it off. I thought I was going to have clearance based off of forum post and everything. I'm glad I did a check. I did scratch the backside a couple of times with the file on the shift arm. I'm glad I stopped and was like, no, I better double check. So I got it all back together, kind of not super tight or torqued or anything like that, but there is no clearance issues. The clutch is been drained, so it's got no clutch that's needed to determine like clutch pull to shift gears or anything like that. Oh, that's dirty right there. I need to clean that up before I put all this back together in that little area. But so I have no clearance issue. It's kind of hard to tell, but it go like this assembly right here for the rear set and the rear shock. So basically this part here, I don't know exactly what it's called at the moment. I'd have to look it up to see exactly, but it is the pivot point for the swing arm. It's got the kickstand connected to it, the rear set, the rear shock, and there is no need to shave off 3mm on the backside of that shifter arm. Like I said, the clutch has been drained, so there's no resistance. That is going to be first gear going up. I can't do anything at the moment because the bike's off, and there's no clutch fluid, so I'll have to double check when the bike's on, and hold the clutch in and shift through all the gears. But this is shifting to second, so that clearly shifts. Yeah, so I'm trying to hit neutral. The bike is fairly new still, so it doesn't like to hit neutral, but that is no modification to the shifter arm. And there is clearance. I have flipped the shift rod, so that's done. I have to plug in the wire and it should be good to go. So I'm going to tighten everything up and see if it functions properly. I mean, it's all good to go. I'm very confused on how it didn't need to be shaved. Maybe that's just a 1299 because it has a different assembly here. This assembly must be different. And since this is the Panigale R, it has the right assembly to swap over the shifting arm and shifting rod, and it goes right to GP with no modification. So that is great. We'll have to check it out tomorrow. Maybe. I still got a lot of work to do. Got to get a bike back together. I did get the new handlebar on, the grip on, and yeah, so I will try to figure out and make sure that this works before I post it. So we'll have it in editing and everything to get it more seamless, better, put together, less dead air, I guess. All right. GP shift is working great. I still haven't pulled it out of wet mode. I don't want to pull it out of wet mode. I'm still testing the bike. Quick shifter worked. It works. Quick shifter works.
wow, this bike has got some power. I haven't been talking this whole time. I don't know what I was doing, but the quick shifter works, and that was awesome. For the way it works, I'm used to the actual shifter, so that's weird. Using the quick shifter was very, very weird. It works though.